What is a pull-up? On the most basic level, it's a calisthenic motion, meaning a simple exercise that relies strictly on body weight and gravity as the source of resistance. Arms shoulder width, overhand grip, hanging freely with arms locked. Pull yourself up until your chin is over the bar, then lower your body, hanging locked arm state. This is the cycle for one pull-up, but for some, it means much more.
I didn't know if I should keep going. I was like, I don't know if I should commit to something, because if I say I'm going to do something, I always get it done. I never have committed to anything. I never say I'm going to do something and I fall short. It's always at the best. It has to be, because that's always what it's been.
I can't even do one, mind you. My arms are like very weak these days. But when he told me he was going to do 10,000, I thought he was crazy. I said, he's going to hurt himself. He's going to have a heart attack, bust a vein, do something.
I think pull-ups are such a great exercise, and I also feel the metaphor behind a pull-up is a really amazing thing. I think in life, you're always trying to pull yourself back up. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, or any amount of success you might obtain, or any dreams you might make happen or come true. I felt like there was a lot more potential that I could be given, and I wanted to apply it. And I thought there was no better thing to do than this, because it was very scary to me.
Too early for this right now.
No, no, no. You don't love me, and I know.
What's up?
I just picked up Shaw from the airport. I feel like everything just makes sense.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
I'm happy that you messaged me, because I was actually thinking about doing this too. I was probably just gonna do it myself, and it wouldn't have been as good. It'd be a lot better if you do it. My name's Doug Martin. I'm 29 years old, and I play Call of Duty for a living.
What you got cooking?
Well, I just did 6 hours, 2160 yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm beat right now. I did my stretching today. I did my abs. I don't know, I'm just living the best life right now, man. You're catching me at a time in my life where I've never been as happy as I am now.
I love that.
We are setting the new Guinness World Record for most pull-ups in 24 hours. We are going to do 11,111 pull-ups. I was curious when you were waving back. I'm like, I wonder if he's asleep right now. 100? Do you cook them all? You only keep 2 of them? Yeah, because small. I'm gonna catch up to you. I'm gonna get a boat next year. Oh yeah? Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the jet ski. So, same place we game, we do the pull-ups. It's all connected. So every time you do them, you gotta open the door up, because if you don't, you gotta feel your pelvis area hitting on these little knobs. That's not fun. So always open this up. I actually just found out after 2 months of training, I have done over 10,000 pull-ups easily. And I just found out, shout out Jaxon Italiano, the current world record holder, the pull-up king. He did 8,008 pull-ups in nearly 20 hours, and he's been training me for the past 2 months. He's told me everything I need to know to do this. And he just decided to tell me 2 months in that Guinness, the world record company that, obviously is gonna do the record, won't count the rep unless if you lock your elbow all the way at the end, which I knew. So I was, every pull-up, lock elbows, chin over bar, Hakuna Matata, all good. What I found out though, the final rep that I would do, so I'm doing 6 pull-ups a minute on the minute. When I do the 6th pull-up and I go up over the bar, I'll kind of like drop myself without locking my arms. And he told me that Guinness won't count that rep. That is a lot of reps of pull-ups, and I just found that out. So this bar is here. We're gonna have to raise it about 3 inches because if I stand like this, I could grab the bar. I don't even have to go on my tippy toes. But that also means that if I lock my arms at the bottom, it's a lot for me to control my body because my feet are naturally touching the ground and I can't lock out. So I need to raise this pull-up bar about 3 inches, which I'm gonna do on Tuesday. So 2 months of training, I wasn't even doing the last rep every time perfectly, and it would have catastrophically screwed everything up if I just kept going. I spent a lot of my life here, not just for gaming. Like obviously during the Call of Duty season, I spend easily 10 hours, easily. But I found in the off season, I've spent a lot more time in a different way in here, just standing and just pulling and then standing and then looking at the water and then looking at the ripples in the water as the water is coming in and out. You got to find ways to just find comfort in the struggle of it all, I guess. So yeah, it's definitely lonely, but it's a good lonely because it makes you feel good. Being lonely never felt as good as it feels. It's a good feeling. Hey everyone, I just want to make this video to tell you guys a little bit about my pull-up situation. I'm trying to break the record. It's 8,008 pull-ups in 24 hours, and I plan on doing 10,000. I am in the middle of pursuing one of the greatest things that I ever personally will achieve in my lifetime.
When he told me he was gonna do 10,000, I thought he was crazy. I said, he's gonna hurt himself.
I thought like anything else Doug did, crazy, but knowing him, I knew that he would get it done.
So when I started going for the pull-up world record, I had no training program whatsoever. I had no optimism to look forward to. I had no guidance, and I had no idea how to set a pull-up world record. I started with 20-minute sessions, 30-minute sessions, 45-minute sessions, something that seemed like it was a long time. Let me go for like an hour or two. I went for an hour, I felt great. Let me go for 2 hours. 2 hours didn't feel too bad at 5, and I said, okay. And I planned it out. I said, okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm hydrated, make sure I eat right, make sure I'm good. And I'm gonna click start, and I don't know when I'm gonna stop. But whenever I think I'm gonna stop, I'm not gonna stop. And anytime I think I'm gonna stop, I'm not gonna stop. And I'm gonna fight that until I literally can't fight it. And then I'm still gonna fight it. I'm never gonna stop fighting this feeling. I wanted to quit at 2 hours and 40 minutes, and then I didn't know if 3 would be possible. Then I just kept thinking every minute as I'm getting up to 3 hours, I'm like, you're not worthy enough, dude. Like, you're not gonna be the guy if you're gonna stop at 3 hours, man. You gotta push further. And I went for another like 20 minutes. And I thought I was gonna pass out getting to 3 hours and a half. And I just kept thinking, like, you're not gonna be that guy if you stop at 3 hours and a half. And I got up to 4 and I was like, damn, fucking Christ, this is fucking bad, man. Like, I'm looking at my hands now and I'm just shaking and I just can't breathe. And everything's bleeding in my fingers. I see all my skin on my hands. Like, all of my hands have no skin on it anymore. And like, every pull-up hurts so bad. Grabbing this bar, jumping up like this much off my tippy toes hurt so bad. The hands, I've never felt that pain before. And I was like, this is exactly what you're gonna have to do. So I went for another hour and I got to 5 hours and I stopped and I was like, fucking Christ, dude. I couldn't eat for 12 hours. I didn't sleep all night. So it only got easier after that day. Ever since then, I mean, it was hard. I think it was hard and it was hard and it was hard, but nothing was harder than that. So I knew if I wanted to really push to that limit, Like, whatever the possible best is that I could push to, I had to make sure it wouldn't be worse than that day. I definitely wanted to quit a lot during this one. I wanted to quit at hour 45. I wanted to quit at 2 hours and 20. I wanted to quit at 3:03. I wanted to quit at 3:32. I wanted to quit at 3:37. I wanted to quit at 3:45. I wanted to quit at 4:06. I wanted to quit at 4:52. I didn't even know if I was gonna make those last 10 minutes, if I'm being honest, but we ain't quitting, man. Don't quit. And if you gotta cry, look, it's just real. That's all it is. I need to know that I'm willing to go through the pain, because it's gonna be a lot of pain, and it's gonna be really bad, and it's gonna be like this for a very long time. I don't wanna be that guy that doesn't fulfill the things that I say I'm gonna fulfill. Thank you guys for all tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you for the love. If I wanna be the best ever, how would I be the best ever? What would it look like, and how would it be? For someone like me, I think it's very important that I surround myself with great people, and there's no better person for me to surround myself with than Jaxon.
Jaxon Italiano.
His name is Jaxon Italiano. He's 23. He's from Australia.
Just broke the 24-hour pull-up world record.
8,008.
8,008 pull-ups.
I felt when I look back at all the other previous ones and anyone who comes after him that they wouldn't be on his level. And I thought to myself, if I was him, the only thing that would make me care is to see that I really gave it everything. So I gave it 5 hours, 1,500. It was the worst day of my life on June 6th. And if I say I'm doing something, I'm doing this. And the only way any of these things can be a reality is if I have someone like you tell me exactly how to do it. You would tell me to do 5 hours, 6 pull-ups every minute. So we just did 5 hours, 1,800 pull-ups. It's a new personal record. That's excellent. Great work, man. Now do it for 5.5 hours. I just went for 4.5 hours straight. That's great work, mate. Now do it for 6 hours. One step closer, man. Every day, baby steps, man. And then I kept doing it and doing it over and over and over and over. Now it got to the point where my callus got so thick that I had to cut it.
I see his hands, I got concerned.
We go very in depth, specifically down to the rep. I don't give a fuck about how broken I felt. It's been the most mentally challenging month and a half of my entire life.
He's gonna have a heart attack, bust a vein.
I didn't sit down once. I didn't have a lapse of judgment once. I don't give a fuck about how much that shit hurt. I need that certificate that says world record holder for most pull-ups in 24 hours. So, and at the end of the day, I never will quit. All right, so Austin just asked if my diet's changed since we've done this training, and obviously we're in an IHOP right now. We're about to get breakfast, and he wanted me to talk about the food that we're gonna eat and what my diet looks like with this training. So 2 days ago now, I did 6 hours straight, 6 pull-ups every minute on the minute, 2,160 pull-ups. So I'm this tank, right? I'm this machine, and I'm so strong, and I'm powerful, and I'm so good at what I do. So obviously I give all this energy where it's like, okay, you're so disciplined, and you're this, and you're that. So that means that your diet must be the same. You're eating chicken, you're eating broccoli, you're eating all the best nutrients. You're taking probably like spinach shakes and all this crap and all this random green stuff and all this self-health, all this whatever the fuck. No. No, dude. No. It's not how it goes. Like, actually, I found more bags of candy is better. More bags of candy equals better results from pull-ups. It's just the truth. Like, I would eat like a bag of candy 3 times a week before I did the pull-up training. I put on about 10 pounds in 3 months. Bad weight. Floppy, nasty, everything you expect from candy. I doubled down on the candy. I eat more candy now. I'll eat 2 bags of candy in a night 3 times a week now. I've lost 9 pounds in 2 months. I'm more ripped and shredded than ever. I'm stronger and I have more energy than ever. And I think a lot of it comes from the sugar from the candy. I think the empty calories get burnt because it's like the pull-up sessions are like the ocean. It's like, it doesn't matter what you throw in it, even if it's so disgusting and it's so nasty and it's so bad. Even though we know it's bad and it's not good, it's just gonna go away and you're not gonna ever see it again. The candy has helped with the progress of the pull-ups, and then it gives you more confidence to do more pull-ups. So I don't think it's good to have candy all the time, but if you're doing thousands and 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 thousands of reps of pull-ups, I think it's actually a good thing to eat a lot of candy.
Wait, so tell me about your... There it is.
We're not making up no bullshit out here, man. This is all real. Wait, hold on. We gotta do this too. I know this is superficial, but I don't know. All right, this is what we look like right now. And this is eating like 2 bags of candy 3 nights a week. And we just had the pancakes. I can't wait to see what I look like in like 5 months. Come on, what's that?
Yes, you slipped away. After all my little ways, no man can know how much I show all my love for you. I'm missing all.
So in order to protect your hands during your pull-up sessions, it's required to go to extreme precautions because you're doing a lot of reps and your hands inevitably will get destroyed. So thankfully for me, I've been doing this for 2 months and my hands look like this, which is great. And that's because of the protection that I use. And the first thing we put on is these Shawstin athletic grips. So you stick your 3 fingers through these holes
I'll just take your breath.
and you essentially wrap it around. And this is layer of protection number 1. We put 5 layers of protection on our hands to save our hands from every session. Dude, it's so windy. After you put on your first layer of protection, the second thing that I like to do is put on the wrist straps because obviously you want to make sure your wrists stay nice and protected as well. So this is pretty simple. You just wrap it around your wrist. You want to make it tight, but not overbearingly tight where it breaks the circulation in your hand. We'll tighten these, but not make them too tight.
After all my years of it.
The next layer of protection we'll use is these. I guess they're just extra gloves. They're called Bear Complex. A documentary. Ourselves. And these things help a lot. Everything honestly helps a lot. You really need it all for every rep. And if you don't, you're gonna regret it.
Just know all my love to you, so.
And then you have other additional protection as well on top of these 3 layers of protection, which I'm about to show you guys. This is the final layer of protection I'll use on most of my practice days, which is just a simple additional hand grip that goes on top of the existing 3 levels of grips you have. And this would basically be all that I use in a practice session day. But because of my training and because of the intensity of the training, we do regularly every 6 days a 4-hour to a 6-hour practice session on top of 2-hour practice sessions. So when we do a 2-hour practice session, my hands will look just like this. On longer days, what I'll also do is I'll wrap every single finger individually. So for example, at about 1,200 pull-ups in, you'll start getting these calluses on the sides of your thumbs over here, and these will get extremely painful as you start gripping the bar, so it's very crucial to wrap it. This is the absolute best way, in my opinion, to protect your hands simply because Jaxon's the one who told me about it. I started doing it, and I thought that he was on point with everything, and he hasn't misguided me in any direction whatsoever. He's been nothing but a great light to me and my training, so on any long day, we'll use this as well, and then we'll just get into our pull-ups. And then we have to go out for my father's birthday tonight because he just turned 58, I believe, or 57. I don't know, Dad, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. He's either 58 or 57, so we're taking my father out for dinner at this really nice steakhouse with my sister, her husband, and my dad's second wife. And then my date is Shaw, but yeah, still looking for a girl. So, ladies, I'm single.
Yeah, let me fist it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, it's a good day, yeah.
Always a great night with the fam, huh?
Yeah, typical night. They were having a good time. My sister's happy, my dad's happy, Arlene's happy, my
sister's husband happy, so it's good.
Are you happy, Doug?
Yeah. I just get these overwhelming feelings of focusing.
Yeah?
Yeah,
On what?
I just want to go do pull-ups right now.
The journey of achieving greatness comes with an overbearing feeling of loneliness. You can be surrounded by loved ones, you can have the world record holder as your mentor, and you can have thousands of people across the world supporting your journey. But at the end of the day, when pull-up bar meets hands, only you can pull yourself up, rep after rep.
Kincaid frustrated. That last play was ruled incomplete. Here's Smith catching and turning, and it was punched out by Rasul Douglas.
Hey, buddy.
Before he could make that
We gotta go potty.
move.
So, my first 3.5, 4 months of training, I did 34,015 pull-ups. I did 11 sessions that were over 4 hours, and I've done 2-hour sessions so many times I lost count, and I didn't even write a note about it. So that was consistent for about 4 months. It's a very interesting time of training. It's a very happy time of training because the sessions are very short. They never go past 30 minutes over the last 3 weeks because we're just getting pull-ups per minute up to 12, and now we're gonna extend it. So it's gonna get more difficult in the next month and a half, but for this next 3 to 5 weeks, the most difficult part is extending the elbow fully out. And when that's completely a routine and that's always the standard of the pull-up, that's it, just keep going. Almost done.
Sometimes I close my eyes and imagine life where I don't criticize all my daily thoughts.
Yeah, so Jaxon wants to see the form of the pull-ups from the front, like from your chest and your shoulders, as opposed to the back, just to make sure that the arms are locking fully. So we already knew, we've been very in sync, I think, from the very beginning, and we both knew that when we got to this point in the journey, it was going to be really good because that means we didn't quit.
I've always felt
He's filming.
something wrong with me. Never realizing its complexity.
Okay, this is my problem, man. Super LXR Hero Hydration. If you're trying to do 11,000 pull-ups in a day, this is not gonna be the optimal thing for hydration, simply because of one important ingredient, sodium. 40 milligrams of sodium, 2% of your intake for the day. 2%. This is nothing. This is not going to keep me hydrated when I'm 4,000 pull-ups in.
Hanging around just in case it comes out. Someone sees my evil mutation, my inner disease. I watch it vanish like a dream.
Bro, you always come to my home at the craziest times of living for me, like in my lifetime, because I'm understanding that I'm a world champion in Call of Duty. Like, it's actually like a thing that's real. And then like the last time was when I was like probably at my lowest point of my life. Not my lowest point of my life, but like I chose to make it the lowest point of my life because of how hard it was to do what I was doing at the time. So it's like kind of interesting. Because I've always been obsessed with this thought of knowing I could be the best in the world at anything I set my mind to, but the validation is actually matching the thoughts. it's not just in my head, you know? Yo, Mom, I got some news for you. Like, you know? It's weird. Okay, what do I need? I only need this. This is all I need. Just a few sips. I play music, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Gotta get the airflow. Very important. Ceiling fan. Yes. So I just told Jaxon, this is what I do every time I train. We're at the point where we micromanage everything. So I said, I got 10 minutes today exact. Started to hold at bottom on last set of 6 on minute 8. Barely got them till minute 20 to minute 10. But they're as perfect as they are in the video sent above. And then he's gonna give me his feedback. He's most likely gonna see something on, great, go again tomorrow. And if we can't get past 10, we'll take a rest day and go again. We want to have perfect form through the entire day, and that's going to mean you're going to have days where you only do 10 minutes of pull-ups. But if you want to do it right, you got to start slow and just trust the process. All right, you ready?
Let's do it. Hey, how are you? Welcome back.
Thank you. Great to see you.
You too.
I've traveled a lot and I've been to a lot of places, but to me, I think there's nothing better than all this because you have a lot of water, you have a lot of just great food. I think New York pizza is second to none. Because I was born and raised here, and then on top of that with the pizza and the water, it's definitely my favorite place to be.
All the times that we spend running backwards, all the ways that we feel, but you feel it first. Only for the memories to stay. I don't want more. I wanna break your heart. I wanna break your heart.
When I'm in my season of my most stressful moments, I'm gonna be thinking about these moments.
These are the moments that hold you together.
I go through so much stress, that's why I really love doing this. I'm a motherfucking world champ. I'm a fucking world champ, ma. Yeah. I fucking did that shit. You know how crazy that drives you when you know it internally and you can't say it out loud? It drives you crazy, man. For fucking 12 years, I was going crazy. I was like, yo, I feel like I'm something, but people tell me I'm not, and I don't want to talk about it, but like, damn. Now it's like, all right, cool, now I can move on. Now I can get another one in my 30s. I gotta get it in all my decades. I got one at 17.
I think you'll get more adventures under your belt.
But at 17, I got one, and now I'm 29. So I have to get it this year before August. I have to win it this year, so that I can say I got one in my teen decades, my 20s, and then I wanna get one in my 30s. I wanna get one in 3 decades. That's pretty dope.
This is the most fascinating thing of my entire life.
Mom, you have no idea how fascinating this is.
What?
I'm mind blown. Look.
I have all the Christmas lights and decorations or whatever. I got this. You know, it lights up. It has 2 AA batteries. You put them on the back. You turn it on, you turn it off. So tell me why there's an on and off switch. You would assume this is on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's turn it off. It's still on.
Okay.
It doesn't turn on or off anymore. It's weird, right?
It's broken.
It's like, okay, it's broken. Let me just take out the batteries in it. That'll definitely turn it off.
And it still stays on?
There's no batteries, Mom. I took these batteries out yesterday at night. It's been a full day. There's no batteries in this thing, and it's still on.
That's a lot of joy there.
How is that real?
The mental fortitude needed to break an extreme athletic world record is that of the toughest in the world. Waking up every day with a singular goal in mind and attacking it with fury and relentlessness. Putting yourself through the worst imaginable physical and mental torture is usually the singular priority for any extreme athlete working towards a world record. But for Doug, something else is occupying his time.
So today is November 7th, 2023, and on Friday, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is going to be coming out.
How are you going to be able to juggle like the Call of Duty stuff and the pull-up stuff? Like, how is that going to work for you?
At first, I was very scared, and the pressure was real for me because I was like, wow, to do that many pull-ups and to train like that and to play every day, that's just going to be impossible.
Every day I make dinner for the family. Now Dennis is like, where are the kids? I call the kids, my daughter comes down, Doug doesn't come down. Every day Dennis is like, why isn't Doug down? So I'm like, I had trouble between the two. He didn't want to come down because he was gaming. You know, we wanted the whole family to eat together. So I go upstairs one day, I'm like, Douglas, what are you trying to do? We're all eating dinner and there's no Douglas down there. And he goes, I need to be number one. And I'm like, well, how many people are you playing? And it was like, at the time, 750,000 something, a crazy amount. And I looked at him and I started saying, well, Doug, you can't always be number one. And with that, he stopped me short. He goes, someone's got to be number one, and it's going to be me. And I was like, oh, okay. And within 1 month, he was number one.
Number one at 15 in COD, win the national championship 17. YouTube stuff happened really quick. Everything was fast and easy. Number one in Vanguard, ranked twice. Investing everything into the team, it's successful. Everything that I've truly just cared about has always done well. I decided I wanted to go for the pull-up world record because I knew that I had this really strong ticker inside of me. I applied it to a lot of different things in life, and it's been extraordinary. And I felt like the margin is like this slim. And I feel like my whole life, every margin I've had was this slim times a million.
It's always going to be difficult. You're going to have to check yourself a lot of times.
I woke up this morning, I didn't want to do the pull-ups. All my life, I would always say exactly what I'm going to do. Fairly certain I'm going to get 10,000 pull-ups in 24 hours. That's why I'm talking so much about it. And I did exactly always what I said I was going to do.
You're going to have a lot of those moments where you look at yourself and you look deep and you say, why am I doing this? Is this worth it?
I love every day. And I love everything that I do. I love looking forward to doing thousands of pull-ups in a day, and I love looking forward to kicking everyone's ass in Call of Duty every day of my life. And I just really find a lot of love in the idea of making something that feels impossible truly feel possible. Training to break a Guinness World Record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours. The record is really important to me, and it means a lot to me for a lot of reasons. So I'm 7 months into training, and world record pace was about 10 pull-ups per minute. I'm currently at 11. I'm going up to 12. I'm gonna train for over a year, so I got a little bit more left, but this final stretch of training for me is gonna be really hard because it's been really hard this whole time. It's been a lot, and it's just really, really hard to wake up and stand in a pull-up bar for 6 hours and do thousands of pull-ups and lose all the skin on your hands, and then you do it again the next day, and you do that for 7 months. So I knew that after this tournament was over, it was time for me to retire from Call of Duty as a player. I've had to make so many sacrifices to be here, and I just don't like where my head is at right now. It's too much for me to handle, and I have to pick something, and I'm really looking forward to breaking this pull-up world record and focusing on other things that matter outside of playing. I'm getting older, and I have other priorities that I want to focus on, so yeah. And I also feel disappointed because I wanted to get this done faster. And now I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, it's moving slower than I expected it to. And like Jaxon only trained 8 months. I've been training a year. But he also did 8,008. So it's a little different. It's a lot more time, but. So we got the pull-up bar over here, and we're gonna get started soon. It's gonna be a light day. Gonna make sure that we don't overextend the bicep too much. We had a really bad tendon issue. I feel bad, like Shaw was supposed to come out, and at this point we're probably already supposed to get the record and like be far ahead of our schedule, but unfortunately I had a lot of issues at home and I was a little bit distracted, and in one of my sessions one day my tendon tore because I had a glove get caught in a different piece of a glove and I wasn't paying attention. I injured my right shoulder, my left shoulder, my right bicep, my left wrist twice. That set me back like 2 months. So I was doing hooks to train, and then my wrist started getting beat up. The bicep has a mild strain, so it's all about not getting too high or too low. It's like you have to consistently move forward when your body becomes so fragile and you can't let it break. And if it does break, you got to do it all over again. And it's just this cycle of that. And it could just make or break you, honestly. I just have to be very patient and just make sure I could stay status quo, and then once this heals up, the progression will move extraordinarily fast. I'm already past all the points I need to be at, so I just need to make sure that my body's 100%, get my progression going positive, and then the record's right on the other side. So.
Now we can make fun of you guys. Yeah, now we get to be the internet guy. That's kind of cool.
Feeling kind of shitty.
It's crazy.
Can't really get the reps the right way. Chin's not going as high over the bars as I wanted to. But the bicep's not getting too strained, so that's good.
There's so many people.
But it's expected. Like when you take 5 days off and you go back on, you need to get your flow back. So I went back yesterday for 30 minutes, did a little bit. If I take 2 days off and I go again, I have a lot more flow.
You can rest your arm now. Yeah, that's true. Should feel pretty.
I think we've set a record as the worst team in CDL history. I think it's like 14 straight losses. It's been a nightmare of a season. So we got 2 regular season games left against Optic and then Carolina, and then we have the major. So hopefully we could at least get 1 win, get on the board, and find some positive momentum in any way whatsoever moving forward. So we got to keep our hopes high.
One more kill.
Boston Breach and the 14-game losing streak with a win over Optic.
What's better than Crosstown Ferry? Saving up to 45% on select trips just by signing up for a free rewards membership. Ask us about it or visit logisdairy.com.
Do 150,000 pulls and I can't zipper a bag. Crazy. It's Sunday, June 23rd. It's my cousin's 21st birthday. We're supposed to go to the Hamptons. The dinner's at 6:30. We have to make a ferry before 3:30. Every ferry until 6 is booked, so we're calling right now to see if we can get on a ferry. And if not, we might be chalked.
Here's a thought for every man who tries to understand what is in his hands.
There's our car. The last one, look.
He walks along the open road of love and life, surviving if we can. Surviving if we can. Bound with all the weight of all the words he tried to say, chained to all the places that he never wished to stay. Bound with all the weight of all the words he tried to say. As he faced the sun, he cast no shadow. As they took his soul, they stole his pride. As he faced the sun, he cast no shadow. As he faced the sun, he cast no shadow.
Yeah. That was 3 months ago.
In the last 3 months, how it's been, just life.
A lot better. Things have been great. I just feel happy in a way. It's almost over. There's only one more training session. That's big. We got the biggest training session ever tomorrow. 6 hours, 3,960 pull-ups. I had a torn tendon in my finger here, and I had a strained bicep here for about 2 months. So to do pull-ups with that is really hard. And to train through that is really hard. To navigate that is really hard. You question everything about your life. You're wondering why you're even doing this anymore. And you have no life anymore. Like, you have no happiness inside of you. Everything is dark. Everything is just miserable. It's the peak form of depression, I would imagine. I've never been depressed in my life. I've never been miserable in my life. I've never been so gloomy in my life as I have been over the last 14 months, and especially when I got injured in April. So we have one more big session to go, and then after this big session's over, we have a couple of weeks of more preparation, and then Jaxon's gonna come out here, and we're gonna meet Jaxon, and then we're gonna go for the record. So I've been through hell. It's been hard. Even with having all this stuff the right way and doing it all the right way and being so proud of the process and having the best trainer on planet Earth guiding me every step of the way, I still wanted to die more than I wanted to do this. I still wanted to quit more than I wanted to do this. I still wanted to give up more than I wanted to do this. I had no reason why I was still doing this. There was no logical reason to keep on going other than simply honoring the word and the commitment that I told myself I was gonna do when I started. Having someone that helps you in positive ways and says good things to you. You know, Jaxon has been amazing. He's always said really positive things every step of the way. He's always been very over the top optimistic and positive. I would have some of the worst days of my life. He would say, that's totally fine and normal. That's great. Take a few days off, reset, keep going. And if I didn't hear those words, I don't know what I'd be doing right now in my life. I wouldn't be here, that's for sure. So those words really mattered a lot. I needed that. I still do, but I just know it's about to be over, so it's really nice. My body's ready. My mind's ready. I'm ready. I'm confident. I know exactly what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, when I'm eating, how much of what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, how much I'm drinking. I know how I'm breathing. I know how I'm using my energy. I know what I'm doing. I got it.
So the last few months, what has the everyday looked like for you? What's been your routine?
On an off day, when I don't train, I wake up in the morning and I have a granola bar, and then I take care of my dogs, I take them on a walk, and then after I do that, I will have chicken and rice, plain steamed chicken with white rice, and I'll drink water. And then after I do that, I will just stream Call of Duty all day long, and I'll drink some caffeine, probably like 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine because I love caffeine. So I'll do that, and then I'll have an organic smoothie with some oat milk, unsweetened, blueberries, strawberries, some whey protein, and a scoop of peanut butter. And after I have that, I'll have some more chicken and rice, and that's it. And then I'll have water, and then I'll go to bed.
Forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I
He always would say that the final session is going to be the hardest, it's going to be the worst one, and just because it's the longest session, it's the most pull-ups per minute. And after you do that session, the record day is going to be easy. That's what he's always said, that the record day will be easy and it will be the hardest day of your life.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I
I feel a lot of comfort and peace knowing that after I get this session done, that the record day will go exactly as we described it would go since the beginning of this process.
And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your lies. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand.
spent 15 months to be able to do that. It's over. It's finally over. We're ready for the world record now. Now we're ready. All right, guys. We're gonna do the world record on September 7th. The record is 8,960 reps in 24 hours. We set a new PR today. We just did 3,960 in 6 hours. So we got about 3 weeks to get ready for the world record now. The hardest is now over, so thank God, man. It feels so good. Anthony! I just finished my final session of training. It's finally over. Thank God. I just did 3,960 pull-ups in 6 hours. So I'm going for the world record on September 7th. The record's 8,960 in 24. It took 15 months.
All right.
The worst is over.
Let's hope.
I know. Me. So that's what it takes, man. When I started this journey, I looked at Jaxon Italiano and I thought, how did he do it? And now I know how he did it. God damn, this guy's insane. What a psychopath, man. Oh my God. I think we gotta walk this way over here. Man, it's been 15 and a half months, 300,000 pull-ups. Jaxon lives across the world in Australia. We're here in New York right now at JFK Airport. I've never met Jaxon in my life. We've never met, and we've talked every single day for nearly 16 months. He has told me every day what I need to do in training, how I need to do every detail humanly possible about a pull-up every single day. And this is actually probably one of the most nervous moments I've ever had in my life, because of all the crazy things I've ever put myself in my life, this takes the cake, and I can't ever imagine doing something crazier than this. But I mean, that's kind of what life's all about at the end of the day. We gotta just do some crazy shit while we're here. Dude, it feels so good to know that we're at this point. I've thought for so many days, for so many months, that this day would never happen. All throughout training, I never felt like this moment would actually come true. It doesn't even feel real right now, honestly. All right. Where is our man Jaxon? There he is. We saw each other right away. Oh my God, man. What's up, dude?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
You good?
Yeah.
You've been standing here this whole time?
Oh, I've been like around the corner there.
Holy shit.
Oh man, I'm exhausted.
I feel so bad.
Don't feel bad. It's fine. What happened? It's kind of weird to be here.
Dude,
It's just like yesterday I was just woke up in Sydney. It was just weird.
My heart's like racing right now. I've never been this nervous. Like, I've never been this nervous in my life to just meet a person before. Like, I genuinely can't believe that. Every day, I can't make this up, every single day in training, every single day I wanted to quit. Every single day. You know everything.
Yeah.
Like, he knows everything. I put him through hell. And every single time I'm sitting there in those sessions, I'm like, there's no way you're real. How did you do this? How did you actually do this? How did you go through with this, man? Like, it feels surreal right now. I can't even believe that I'm meeting you.
If I was this at a time, I'd be able to give you like a proper answer when it's like,
let's go.
So dead. Parking sizes are like way bigger as well. Oh, no, let me do that because you need to recover.
Yeah, true.
I told everybody that I'm just not going to talk to them because I know that.
Yeah, you got to tell them because they're not going to feel bad. They're not going to be upset that you're not talking to them. They're going to understand. But for whatever reason, in my head at least, I was like, oh, they probably think I'm so rude for not talking to them. But I was like completely out of breath, like dead. But they understood. It was just in my head.
The way I see it, the only person I'm going to like hear is you. Whatever you tell me to do, slow down. You're not good enough. Speed up. Do the good job. Like keep it going. Get better with this. Like you're not doing this right. Like I will hear that all and I'll just listen and respond to it in the moment.
That's going to be helpful.
Because that just sounds like it makes the most sense, you know?
Yeah, that's good. How's your body feeling?
Perfect.
Oh, good.
I feel perfect.
How's your last session? My name is Jaxon Italiano. I went for the pull-up world record in late 2022. And I've been helping Doug on his journey for the last 1.5 years. I think we spoke about it because I was on Discord a lot with Doug, and I think I told him that I wanted to be there to see him break it. And it's crazy that I'm here now, to be honest. I was only just started my job not long ago, and I'm surprised they even let me take work off. So I think just the stars aligned correctly, and yeah, I'm just really happy to be here. It is quite surreal.
Here for the world record that's happening in 2 days.
Yes.
And this is Jaxon. He's the former record holder from Australia.
How are you?
So he just flew in yesterday, and we just we have our stuff like here. But I just wanted to show him kind of where we're gonna do the record and set everything up, and that's cool. Okay, can we go upstairs?
Yeah, it should be.
All right, sweet. Just go this way. All right.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, this is like the exact same type of flooring I had. That's good. I think it should be good.
You think so? I was thinking I could just literally go here and just pee.
Yeah, you probably could.
Like wherever. Like I guess it would be weird if I peed out there.
Yeah.
Might be better to like pee over here.
Maybe just put something here so you don't get done for like indecent exposure or something.
I mean, it's like a private owned place. So
yeah.
It's not like a big deal, I feel, but do you think we're gonna have to take a shit on the record day?
I don't know. I didn't have to, but yeah. If you need to go, you need to go. Like, you can't do much about it.
I'm trying to think about like, because I know how tired you'll get during the sessions.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine. Are we gonna get more tired on record day?
Yeah, no, you will. Over a period of time, you will. But I don't think it'll be that different to from what you're used to. But this is like perfect area, I reckon.
It's. Do they put in the wall? Or is it stand up, like standalone?
It's a standalone.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah.
fine.
So it's almost like the same thing you had.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So it's gonna go here, and I was thinking about just putting the chair on this wall.
Yeah. And they're bringing it today, right?
I have, so the pull-up bar is downstairs in that office that we walk past on the right.
Can we check it out?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want me to touch anything?
No, I prefer not. You just be rest. How light is it actually? It looks pretty heavy.
I can give you a handshake, just give me a couple seconds.
Yeah, no problem at all.
It's not too heavy if you have.
You want to start bringing the other stuff up?
Yeah, we can bring the light stuff up.
And then you'll bring your stuff up. Okay.
This is the one they custom built, right?
Yeah.
This is good.
So it's the same thing at the house, except
Yeah.
just obviously different for here.
Man, I wish I had one like this. The Rogue one's good, but it's just not as thin. And that goes on top here, right?
I think so. Yeah, there's a bunch of bolts and screws
Yeah.
and things, so I feel like we should probably just bring it all over.
You know the distance never made a difference to me. I swam a lake of fire, I'd have walked across the floor of any sea. Ignored the vastness between all that can be seen and all that we believe. So I thought you were like an angel to me.
Okay, sweating it out. I think that's good.
Funny how true colors shine.
Yeah, that's good. Does it feel good? Good.
There were scarlet flags, there was
It had its ups and downs. It was probably more difficult for him because he had to deal with a lot of injuries. I had to be as patient as possible because I think as his kind of mentor and trainer, I had to not lose hope or give in to that. Just be positive throughout the whole process. And he had a lot of faith in me, which was very, very good. But I think we took every positive step very to heart. We were very happy with it, kept moving forward, and that's how we got here today.
baby, you know it's more than being unknown. So much of the living love is the being unknown.
Tomorrow we're going to be attempting to break the Guinness World Record for most pull-ups in 24 hours. I'm just really excited to get it done and to move on because it's been a long journey, and yeah, I feel like it's all shaping up really well, and it's kind of been surreal. It doesn't feel real, but I just know it's going to be done before we know it, and yeah, I just keep on thinking about how I'm going to be looking back at it really quickly.
Shalala, baby, you know it's more than being unknown. And there are some people, love, who are better unknown.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's wild. It's honestly just really wild. You know, He's been training so hard for this. He's sacrificed a lot, and if anyone could do it, it's going to be him.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited to look at him. He looks great. He's in good form. He's been practicing over a year and a half. I mean, this is pretty amazing. Yes, a very long time. There was so many times where he couldn't do meals with us because he had a special diet or he was training. So my mother passed away from pancreatic cancer, and all donations 100% go to pancreatic cancer. I think that's so wonderful. And he's doing something so positive. He looks terrific. You know, he really worked hard for this. So I hope he succeeds in what he does, and I feel he will.
So I'm approaching 5 months into training, and I'm about halfway through training now, so I'm going to have another 5 months of training as well. By the time the training is over, the record day truly isn't going to be that hard, I believe. I think it's going to feel easy. It should feel comfortable, considering how hard training was, because you're preparing yourself for that day. And the way I see the day going, it's going to be a beautiful day. The temperature is going to be perfect. The hydration, the food, the plan, the preparation, the setup, the chair, the sit standing, the pull-up bar, the temperature, the lighting, very important. The conditions have to be exact. I need fans on me as well to keep myself cool. And I think that overall, it's just going to be another day in the office, and it's going to feel great. And it's going to be awesome to be able to have so many amazing people that I truly care a lot about in life, and people that care about me too.
I'm excited for him, and I think it's kind of like crazy, and even 8,000 pull-ups the other guy did, that's like amazing and crazy, you know? But if anybody could do it, he can.
Said I'm gonna buy a gun and start a war. If you can tell me something worth fighting for. Oh, and I'm gonna buy this place is what I say. Blame it upon a rush of blood to the head.
But he's looking really good. He feels good. No skin issues, no muscle issues. You're doing good. Your diet's good. Yeah. Yeah, you're almost at 5,000. It's like the hardest part's done pretty much.
Gonna buy this place and see it go. Stand here beside me, baby, watch the orange glow. Some will laugh, some just sit and cry.
Just do 4. 8 a minute. You're past halfway, by the way.
You wonder why. So I'm gonna buy a gun and start a war.
They look good. surprisingly. Yeah.
Because I'm fucking dying, bro.
Can you hold 8 a minute for 2 more hours, or do you want to drop down to 7?
I could try.
Blame it upon a rush of blood to the head, up to the head. All the movements are starting to be.
We're going to try and keep the pace as high as he can possibly maintain it. You got to keep going then, don't rest. Get it while you can.
My right bicep feels like it's gonna give out at some point. So I'm afraid.
But you'll get the record.
Yeah.
That's no problem.
I don't want to let you down, man.
Yeah, no, you're not going to let me down. You're doing good, bro.
Try to go to 10,000. Let's see how this goes. My bicep is really like on its final straws.
Yeah, what's up?
You're gonna hate me.
What?
I'm gonna stop at 9250.
Okay.
Just to make sure Garrett's is in.
Tell you what,
9229. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's fine, man. The fact that you've even gone this far is crazy.
Do you really feel that way?
Yeah. You have no, yeah. You know it's hard.
Yeah, you're gonna be disappointed in yourself if you don't try?
No.
Then don't worry about
But
it.
at the end of the day, you trained me.
Yeah.
I got the record.
Yeah.
I got the most
important thing.
9250 to stop Garrett at 9229. Well, this is the end, man. You want to see the hands?
Yeah.
Just want to say it. None of this is possible without this guy. Yeah. I made a great friend here, and we've been talking. I'm fine.
Okay.
we've been talking for like 15 months every day, and I would not be able to do this without him. And he kept me in check throughout the whole record day. So, like honestly, this is a co-attempt, and I could not have done this record without Jaxon. So I just want to give a huge shout out to you, man.
It's all you.
They're the ones on the corner. No, it's like on the corner. You'll see it.
Fumbling his confidence and wondering why the world has passed him by. Hoping that he's bent for more than arguments and failed attempts to fly. And we were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? Somewhere we live inside. Somewhere we live inside. We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? Somewhere we live inside.
But we're in Joe's Pizza in New York City, and we just got some slices of pizza here. Jackson's gonna try his first. I would never do this again, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I had no idea what I would have to go through to get here, and I think that it just changes a lot of your perspective on life. You don't think about things the same way as you used to.
We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? Somewhere we live inside. Somewhere we live inside. We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? Somewhere we live inside. We want more.
There was a lot of tough moments and a lot of tough times. I think the hardest times are finally behind us, though.
We want more
You're killing me, bro. You're fucking killing me. I want to quit at 9009, but Jaxon said I won't let you.
And everything inside.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Screams for second life. Somewhere we live inside. Somewhere we live inside. We want to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? Somewhere we live inside. Somewhere